Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Market Check, brought to you by BB. There is no second best live YouTube stream to talk about markets. Welcome back, guys. Happy Friday. We head into the end of another weekend, 13 days before Christmas. Hopefully we're catching up on our Christmas shopping and not staring at the 1 minute chart too much this holiday season. Welcome back, though, guys. I'm Snorlax. You also know me as Tommy, joined by Max, Big Louie, and of course, Big Country Tuck. Welcome back, guys. Before we can get started, before we can talk about the week that was, we are seeing a sell-off in markets today, and it's not exclusive to just crypto. So we do get to talk about equities selling off today as well. But before we can do that, I'm going to need you guys to hit the like button. I already see a comment about it. He's absolutely right. Run up the likes for me and the boys. No soybeans today. I don't want to be looking at them. We almost looked at soybeans yesterday, but we spared you guys. Regardless, we are going to cook for you guys throughout the show. So if you could oblige and hit the like button for us, we'd be very appreciative of your reciprocation. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, like I said, the market is selling off a bit today. I mean, for Bitcoin, we've really just been chopping within this like 89 to 93K range for like a week and a half now. And that makes sense because we did see Bitcoin volatility elevate for multiple weeks at a time. It's been in a bear market for like years at this point. But, we did see Bitcoin volatility get up off the floor starting in October. Are we going to see it continue to elevate? Is this the beginning of a new Bitcoin volatility bear market? Obviously, we hope that's not the case. But regardless, when volatility is elevated like that, you get this crush on volatility, and thus you're seeing Bitcoin just do this very tight range of BARTs. On a lower time frame, ETH has been stair-stepping higher. Is it a bear flag? Is it a new uptrend? We're going to talk about it on today's show. I think some altcoins could potentially tip ETH's hand as far as which one it's going to be. And then, of course, you have equities rejecting an all-time high breakout, down about 1.5% today. We'll see how it ends up closing the day. The 10-year and the VIX basically retracing the moves down that they've had since FOMC. So I guess we're back to square one. This is how FOMC weeks work, right? Position into Wednesday, nothing ever happens, and by Friday we can actually maybe get a true sense of direction. So it's kind of almost like a wasted week in a way, unless you're a lower time frame scalper. But yeah, lots to discuss today, guys. I'd love to know what we're thinking on the markets, everything in between. And yeah, how's everybody's Christmas shopping going so far? I don't think I've asked you guys that. We're like less than 2 weeks away from Christmas, and it's very easy, I think, to just like throughout the week stare at the chart and you're like, oh, well, damn, I actually don't have that much time left to do my shopping.
Mine is not going that well, I'll be honest. I got my wife like a present, like an actual present. But like all the other little things, like the stocking stuffers and like, I don't know. Santa's gonna have to have my back on this one, man. I'll have to find the time, I'll be honest, because I am busy staring at the 1 minute chart, so it is what it is, but it's going all right. Wife will like her present. I guess that's the important part.
Study, Max. Study the 1 minute.
You don't see the clear setup on that chart right now?
Not going to make it.
Not going to make it.
Yeah.
It's like the Matrix.
Where is the New York Open? Where was it? Right here. What a fun time in crypto. This is really the... Hang on. Actually, no. It's the 1 hour. This is really the... You've been having fun? You've been enjoying our range? Oh, man. I have not been. But no, I think trading in here, you're just gonna get destroyed. I think waiting for resolution here is the move, and anything between like 85 and 93 is noise. unless you start losing like 88, and then you're probably cooked. But
Yeah.
about it.
No, man, it's end of range price action, and eventually we will pick a direction, and if you fade that direction, you're gonna die.
I just want to make sure you got the email. Perfect. Thank you. All right, bye.
Who's out here yapping?
I think I know who it is.
Who's speaking Japanese? Well,
which way is the range going to break, man?
bro, it's breaking down. It's so clear to me that it's breaking down.
I think altcoins are communicating that it's going to break down.
I mean, dude, it's like equities are starting to give. Bitcoin's barding and protecting all the highs with a lot of buying coming in. Like, it's pretty clear to me that it's gonna like break down. I think it's gonna potentially be a little tricky to like nail it, and you're gonna have conviction on it because it's gonna be really choppy and scammy. Like, even if you've been trading it right now and you've shorted like, you were shorting like 92, like the amount of squeezes we had up to like, 93 to 94, and all of them looked convincing at the time. Like, it's going to be hard to position with size on this because it's scammy before like a big expansion. So like keep your stops wide, maybe even just play options so you don't, have to deal with getting scammed on a wick or something like that. But I don't know, man. I don't really see how this structure resolves to the upside. And I think what Tommy said about altcoins is pretty spot on. Like there's a lot of altcoins out there that to me just kind of look like they're getting ready to, just poop their pants, quite frankly. I don't really know how else to say it.
Poop stick.
Yeah, I mean, the poop stick is what it is. And, I mean, I look at the IWM structure, and I'm like, that thing might retrace the entire pump higher. This might be the Nancy Pelosi deviation from last cycle, when we had that little like whoop up to new highs and then everything rugged like this. We might be in the Pelosi deviation.
The Pelosi
right?
deviation.
Yeah, where all the politicians get to sell their stocks in the whoop, right? That little thing.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, I think you need to just honestly, I hate to even do this, but like I think you kind of need to just like sack up and just like be a man about this and pick a direction with conviction. Don't be a little bitch. Like this could be a big move. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah.
Put it on the table, like put it out there and just accept it for what it is,
What's that that Les Grossman comment? Let it swing to your knees.
Yeah. Dude, it's real. You need that Lex Grossman energy right now. This is where you need the Lex Grossman energy, is when Bitcoin is barding on like a shallow bear flag and everybody's telling you like 100K is coming and you're just like, something doesn't feel right. Altcoins look weak. And you're like, oh, I'm afraid to like hold my short because I keep getting squeezed by like 2,000 points. Maybe I should just close, and then, you'll miss the short. Like, I think you just need to just put it on the table and be like, here I am. Like either come send it to 95 and clear me out, or I'll see you at like 68K. I think you need to just put it on the table because like what's happening here is like everybody keeps longing above 92 and then they get barded and eventually like buyers will stop trying to step in, like they've gotten smacked down above 92 every single time. So I don't know, man. I think you need to, probably wait throughout the day and kind of slow play your hand here, but I think you need to be a man about this. You need to be tough. You need to play this shit. Like it's right here in front of you. It's a big one. Equity starting to roll over, crypto hanging out. I will mention in the upper quartile of a bear flag. It's not at the bottom yet. You know what I mean? We're in the upper portion of a bear flag, or like a range. If you were to draw a range right there, okay?
Yeah, I'm getting close to the bottom.
We haven't broken down yet. I'm just saying, like, this might be the whoosh, okay? This is the left tail. This is the white whale. They will study the VIX. They will look back and study the VIX fractal from, the next 2 months, just like we study it right. We go back and we study 1987. They will study the Christmas VIX spike, and it will look like a Christmas tree. You understand what I'm saying? It hasn't happened yet.
Merry Christmas.
They will study the VIX fractal that hasn't printed yet.
Yeah.
I can't tell if he's being sarcastic or not. I don't even know what to say to him. Is he being sarcastic?
I don't know.
He's saying we're
Dude,
flipping
we've
bearish now.
We've been bearish for like 2 months, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought he was being serious because we have been calling for lower for like the past 2
No, bro,
months.
I'm not selling my Andy. I've been super vocal. I'm not selling my Andy or Wolf because I think they're multi-cycle meme plays and they're going to come back. They're going to rip super hard off the floor, whenever Bitcoin and ETH probably finish this whoosh. There's a little more pain. We'll go through like a couple months of like accumulation, and they're both going to rip like 15, 20x off their floor, even if it's lower than here, like I'm still holding. So like I still own all my beta, but like that doesn't mean I can't just rip downside when it presents itself, And I'm not even like really sized into any shorts right now. I'm just like, something's coming, like we're getting close to something here. We were talking yesterday about like who's lying. Did you catch the afternoon space that we ran? Who was in that one, right? I said to you guys, somebody's lying. Okay. Somebody is lying. Either US small caps and equities are lying and crypto is foreshadowing a dump, or crypto is truly undervalued here and is going to make a big catch up. And I think we're getting our answer today. Which one was lying? Okay. I said that on the space. I talked about it for an hour. Which one was lying? Somebody's lying. So the question is, VIX is spiking today. NVIDIA looks like poop. Okay. IWM threatening to retrace the whole Pelosi pump, the Pelosi spike from yesterday, got everyone really excited. Crypto starting to slide. Look at altcoins. Who was lying, right?
NVIDIA is so cooked, man.
Yeah, NVIDIA looks terrible.
It's so cooked.
All the high cap stocks are, all the mega caps, they all look top. They all look distributive. Been saying this for weeks.
Yeah.
Really concerned about equities. Did a video. What was that? Was that Monday or this Tuesday this week? Talking about 4 out of the 5 times in the last 5 years, every time Bitcoin has a 20+% move to the downside, equities lag by about a month or two and follow through with a catch-up trade to the downside, usually around 10% minimum. And that's the S&P.
What does this mean? Is this good or bad?
No, he's right. I mean, at the most basic level, I know we have a new moon on the 19th. But I also think you have a pretty big, like, I want to say it's like something to do with Neptune and Pisces, which, if you felt like something hasn't felt real since 2020, which is, I feel like pretty much everybody, that's why. That's why. And that's going to be ending now. So we're going to get kind of like a reality check going forward.
Yeah.
Sorry if you hate astrology.
Back to reality.
I don't hate it. I'll
goes
just be honest.
gravity.
I don't really know what you just said. That's my only problem.
Well, so Max, okay, like since 2020, how a lot of people have said, like, yeah, I mean, life almost doesn't even feel real, or it feels like an illusion since COVID.
Right.
That's kind of like to do with Neptune and Pisces. It's been like a 5-year transit. And that's ending now, this month.
Okay.
I don't know if that's what he was referring to, but
here's the thing. I don't need to fully understand it because my astrology quant understands it. You understand? My interstellar analyst, he understands it. So he's also an ask side jihadist. So it's like I have a guy that I know, I'm not going to say who it is, very obese Pokemon. I'm not going to say who he is. Super fat, morbidly obese, body hanging everywhere in places you don't want to see. But he's my astrology quant, and he also is a jihadist when it comes to one side of the order book, the ask side in particular. So it's like when he says, like, yeah, this is bearish, it's time to, Durka the ask side. It's like, I just listen. I don't need to understand it.
I do think it's going to be like a good thing that it's making this transit, but first it might be like a bit of a reality check. Because I mean, somebody already pointed it out. Like Pluto in Aquarius is very bullish for crypto thematically.
Thematically,
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Well, it's like a 20-year. Pluto's in Aquarius for 20 years, and it's kind of like indicative of power to the people in a way.
Let's see.
Okay, so let's FUD some tickers. I think that's
yeah. Let's get back to the coins instead of the stars.
So Tucker's FUDing Nvidia right now. Does anybody want to refute this, or are we all just kind of in agreement? It's time to FUD this chart.
Out, bro. Form is filled.
Bro, look at okay, do me a favor, Tucker. Do me a favor. Open up a chart to the right side of this one. Okay. Pull up we could even look at let's look at the NASDAQ last cycle. The top of the NASDAQ. Actually, let's look at the Russell. That's fine. Let's look at the Russell because I think it's a better example. It's more pronounced.
This.
See the whoop. See
Yeah.
the little the spike at the top. The whoop. That thing.
I do.
That's what that looks like to me, bro.
Okay.
That is what that looks like to me. In a big way.
Yeah. But are we gonna give one of these little?
I think it doesn't matter. Give yourself a little time on it.
Yeah, give yourself a little time.
But I also will say this: I think there's a lot easier fights to pick than Nvidia. If I'm being honest, I mean, I get wanting to Well, here's the thing. I've got this friend. You guys have met him. He's huge. He's over 7 feet tall, over 300 pounds. He's a monster.
Who?
His name is Grant.
Sorry, I was muted.
Oh, I've got this friend. His name is Grant. He's
Oh yeah.
Right. He's over 7 feet tall. He's like 300 some pounds. Big kid. And when we used to go out to bars in college, for whatever reason, some people get drunk and they get aggressive. Other people, when they're drinking, they get happy and bubbly. The people that would get aggressive, they wanted to be the toughest guy at the bar. I'd watch him. They'd come up to him. We'd all be together and they would just bump into him, shoulder him, talk shit to him for literally no reason. And I'm like, why are you trying to pick a fight with the biggest guy in the bar? And I mean, I can tell you this, he knows how to fight. I would watch him just clobber people. His hand is literally I mean, his fist is the size of a basketball. But I feel like trying to shorten Nvidia is kind of like trying to fight my friend Grant in a way. I'm like, why do you want to fight the biggest guy at the bar? You don't have
the bigger they are, the harder they fall, Max.
That is true, Louis. But also, you might get punched in the face really hard if they don't fall.
I don't trust a man who's never been punched in the face.
That's good, Louis.
I hope all you guys have been punched in the face.
Many times.
I have been. Yeah. It was. I guess. A lot of times in organized sports, I played hockey, so that happened quite a bit. I
got some lacrosse scuffles
outside of organized sports.
In the street.
But a lot of times in sports, hockey was
down at the bar, though, Louis.
Huh?
What about down at the bar?
Nah, I don't do none of that. I got all out of my system in high school. After that, that's about it.
Actually,
no. Me and my buddy got into a little bit of a scuffle with the Delaware basketball team. So
my
imagine me looking up at like the defender for the Delaware basketball team.
My money's on
But it
you.
happened.
Yeah.
Because, bro, how's he's trying to swing down on you? Like, you can't.
Yeah.
No, you lose
Yeah, no,
power.
it was a quick scuffle and dip. We ran out, got out of there.
The old scuffle and dip. So one thing I really don't like the look of is QQQ here. Getting back to fudding some tickers. I really do have some concerns about this market, guys. I mean, I think we're, across the board, like, ugh, you know.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm trying to find something that looks constructive,
Yeah, like tell me.
and I
how you look at
genuinely cannot find it right now. That can
that. How do you look
change.
at that and say you're gonna go higher? QQQ looks just like.
QQQ.
Well, I'll
Yeah,
tell you what I
like-
think is going to lead the market higher if we are going to rip face, and it's going to be I like financials. JP Morgan, for example, kind of like could go both ways, right? But it does benefit from rate cuts. Retrace the entirety of like a 4% down day that it randomly had earlier this week. If the S&P is going to break out, I think it's going to be led maybe not by the Mag 7, but by like industrials, financials. What's the Dow Jones doing today? The Dow Jones was like the strongest bid yesterday among the indices. So that could be something that, like, if we are going to go higher, I think is going to be something that outperforms. But I do think, I don't know what the IWM is doing. I don't really trade it, I'll admit. But yeah, I mean, I feel like general risk, as in like looking at previous market leaders in the altcoin market and in the Mag 7 through an NVIDIA, like those stocks do not look very strong to me at all. And we will usually see them lead the downside, or at least communicate beforehand that it's coming. I was kind of talking about this in the morning call today, and I've mentioned it a few times throughout the week. You know, if we look back at equity markets during the first Trump administration, we had three very distinct spikes on volatility and three very distinct moves down from 2018 to 2020. We've already had two. Technically, the yen carry flash crash didn't happen under Trump, but I'm gonna, for the purpose of this exercise, consider that it's part of the same regime, right? In the same way that with 2018 to 2020, we saw three very distinct spikes in volatility, three very distinct tops. We've seen two. Are we getting ready to potentially see a third here in the not so distant future? It really does seem like very fitting, I think, to the current administration to just have like these constant volatility blowouts that enable more printing of money to keep the Ponzi going, right? Like that seems to be the unspoken strategy of these Trump admins for the market. Are we going to see a bull blowout? Are we going to see a big spike down on equities? What would even cause that? I don't know, but we kind of joked about it last week. Why would Hassett make the comment, yeah, the economy is going to be great next year unless we have a black swan? Like, when have you ever said, or when have you ever seen a Fed like potential chairman make a comment like that? That's the kind of thing you would expect to hear on Market Check when we're joking, not from the next Federal Reserve chair. So I don't know. I mean, I think there's risk in the market for sure, right? Whether it materializes or not is entirely separate.
That is such a weird thing, Tommy, that he actually said that. Like,
isn't that like
what?
the universal
No one
law where
says
like
that.
they can,
Sorry,
as long as they
go
tell
ahead.
you they're going to do something, it's like they don't get the karma for it.
It was a weird comment. It was a really weird comment to make. The last thing I'll say on the subject, the similarities to 2020, Bitcoin way down from the all-time highs. Is this a shoulder? Question mark. What happened in 2020? Bitcoin bled for multiple weeks while equities made higher highs. And then when equities finally rolled over and went straight down, that's when you saw the COVID crash take place for Bitcoin. So that's what I would say. Enough said.
Yeah, I'll give you even a better example, a more recent example. Look at like when beginning of this year, right? ETH and Bitcoin got smoked beginning of the year, right? ETH trying to put into somewhat of a balance, kind of looking like it is now, but now put in even more of a balance than it did back then. Equities lagged about a month and a half later, and yeah, see that big wick?
Oh my God, that looks horrible.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
The wick to the downside in February.
Yeah, but weekly charts are looking bad. All right, wait, what are you talking about, Louis?
That the wick to the downside in February of this year for ETH.
February.
So at the low, like that wick. Yeah. So wick down, looked like promising for a bottom. Stagnated, then equities rolled, and then then ETH and Bitcoin got crushed again. You know what I mean? Where I remember because I was hopeful for a bounce out of ETH there and crypto, and I was like, guys, equities are strong. You know, S&P just made a fresh all-time high. Like, I think we're fine for a bounce here. S&P made a fresh all-time high, and then they finally caught up to Bitcoin and ETH, and then Bitcoin and ETH rolled even further, or more ETH and altcoins got absolutely crushed, more than they already did, right? And I was saying the same thing. I was like, what do you mean? Like ETH and altcoins have already gotten crushed. How much more can they get crushed? And they got crushed more once equities caught up. So that's I learned my lesson then, and that's why this turnaround. I wasn't making the same mistake twice. That's why I was cautious about what was going to happen in the equity markets.
Question is, what will it be? What will it be?
I think we go to 2K.
Oh, you mean on ETH?
Yeah. What were you saying?
I was just saying what's going to cause the market to dump.
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, I've been seeing a lot about this Venezuela stuff going on, yet no one in the markets has really acknowledged it. Like, we pretty much just, they're pretty much, I'm not an expert on this, obviously, but they're pretty much saying, yeah, that they're down to go to war. And then we just pretty much just stole their oil tanker the other day.
So let me get this straight. Venezuela's going to go to war with the U.S.?
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's going to go really well for Venezuela.
I know. But like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to predict the black swan here, but there's things that are out there.
Mega quake.
Mega quake.
No,
it's already been decided. It was decided a long time ago what the black swan would be.
Venezuela is too connected to like China and Iran and North Korea, right? Like that's why it would be an issue, not because of them isolated.
I just can't believe Hassett made that comment, man. Like,
yeah,
why would you do that? Why would you do that unless you knew something was coming?
Unless there's a black swan, whatever, no big deal. Dude. How does Sol look? We look at Sol.
I was gonna say, we need to look at these weekly charts because they look pretty terrible.
I cannot believe the ETH weekly chart that you pulled up, Tucker.
I know. Still in a range.
Still in a range.
Louis, is this a diamond bottom?
I tweeted this earlier this week.
Just a little diamond thing.
It could be, but I mean, with my bias, I'd say now there's also diamond continuations too.
Oh shit!
It looks more. It does look a little accumulative. I was looking at it this morning, like compared to some other charts. I was like, okay, this looks like it's attempting to reaccumulate down here.
Oh, Louis, it's just not, bro. I'm so sorry.
Not. I'm saying compared to other charts, like this
No,
has a little bit.
I agree.
I think
Yeah,
it's going lower, but
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, bro, it that to me looks like
it's a bear
it's
flag
sitting.
kind of.
It just is
Default.
sitting, and it's gonna trapdoor to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you should see. Oh, the next week candle should close down at 100. You know, like it'll just be one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, actually, that's a good. Brad wants to talk about horse meat. We could
Cool.
transition if you guys wanted to.
Let's not.
Well, I mean, Tommy, you know, I wouldn't be too quick to shut down a good idea. Is there a way we could get TradingView to aggregate horse meat futures somehow, like exotic meats, like giraffe
You'd
or
have to grab
rhino?
like a synthetic pair.
Neat.
Maybe, because other countries do eat more exotic meats than we do here in the U.S.
Lean horse futures. What's the highest protein meat? Turkey. Unless you're getting like ostrich, right? Or something like that. And I've never had that. Turkey.
You ever had
turkey-
ostrich eggs?
Oh, I'm sure they're just like ridiculously high in protein. But I do know that turkey is, like conventional meats, going to be like the leanest and highest in protein. If you guys have like ever made good turkey, or like turkey tenderloins, if you pick those up, those are fantastic.
The only issue with turkey is it makes you a little bit tired if you eat a lot of it.
Got that trazodone in it, doesn't it?
It's got
I don't
what?
think-
It's got trazodone in it.
No, it's not. I don't think that-
Yeah, it does, bro. It's got something in there.
I'm pretty sure trazodone is like an actual sleep medication, not like.
I know.
Oh, I bet turkey chili is good.
It is. Hold on now. Tryptophan. That's
Yeah.
tryptophan.
It's not Yeah, that's what it is. It's not,
Close enough.
it's not like actual. I mean, I get why. Yeah,
That
I get what you're
Traz.
saying, but
I wasn't like the biggest fan of turkey growing up because, you just have it for Thanksgiving and most of the time it's pretty dry. And then when I started to focus more on like working out in college, I got really into cooking turkey because it's just like the macros are incredible. 25 grams of protein and only like 110 calories, I think, per 4 ounces, which is like crazy efficient. That's like half of what you'd get with beef from a caloric standpoint. So it's super lean.
what do we even talk about, guys? I don't
I don't
know what to say. I'm like, the audience is dead. Like, smallest audience we've had in years, honestly. Pathetic. Things just look like shit right now.
Damn, remember when we nailed this? Damn, we filled the form out.
Let me.
We filled out the form.
Yeah, you did fill out the form. Wait, did
Buddy.
you fill out another form today on the show?
I think we filled out in video. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you filled out a form. Yeah.
Filled out a form.
Would you fill out the form, please? If you would please consult the graphs.
So,
I think y'all should invert every chart and talk bullish. We could do that. No, we could do that. Let's see. You know what's one of the most hilarious charts in the market right now? Sui. Mainly because it has that wick from 1010. It's like egregiously lower.
Fill the wick.
I made this comment on Market Talk a a few. I mean, it might have been like last week, but like Sui, I think no. I mean, this is no facts, right? This is just purely my speculation. I think Sui's a money laundering chain. That was like very big in the cross-chain rehypothecation of things like ETH and probably stable coins as well, which is why when there was a huge collateral squeeze on October 10th, it wicked down like minus 90%. That's just my dubious speculation.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest ones for sure.
Yeah.
That wick was insane, man.
AVAX too, right? That one's like 0, right?
Thank you so much. Appreciate the call.
Or Adam?
Yeah, probably. Adam did go to 0, yeah. I don't know. I do think it was kind of funny that people said that market makers had to buy back altcoins. And so for that reason, we were about to have a big alt season like right after 1010. I do remember that rhetoric quite vividly. Just like, do you see the devastation on these charts? Calling for alt season?
Yeah, I think we got to fill a lot of these wicks, man. And then hope for reaccumulation.
Who's got the ring?
That's me. Sorry, I got tons of background noise. I had to get out of the garage. It's just too damn cold.
It's all right. Do you have like a space heater in there, Louis?
I have one space heater. It's just not strong enough. So I could get a second. I might have to. It's very cold this year.
Can we pull up hype?
Dude. The hype structure is just so funny to me. Like, why would this bottom here?
Yeah.
It would be very uncommon to see that bottom, right? Like if you were to just draw even a horizontal across almost the first pump high.
Mm-hmm. What, here?
Yeah, like something around there. Yeah, you know, it just. I mean, look at the supply you have to chew through, right?
Yeah, above 35. I mean, I wonder how many people are trapped above 35.
Yeah, dude.
Everybody up here.
You could probably see on like Bybit perps.
Yeah.
Or even Nance Futures, I think has it now.
Yeah, that's like the thing. Like the amount of people that have been attempting to long for the last year up in that area. Like if they haven't capitulated yet, they're going to capitulate, and that's what's going to give you the last plunge to the downside. You fill that wick, either with forced selling or just manual puke.
I think the issue I have with Hyperliquid is that we haven't really seen forced selling. We've seen this slow grind down from a distributive structure. Like the range has broken down. That's not to say that we can't continue to fuck around here for a few more like days or weeks even, but that is it's not exactly something that has a bunch of bullish catalysts coming up anymore. Like perps volume
unlocks coming up too, or am I making that up?
You know, it's got unlocks technically right now. They can sell whenever.
They should probably.
They haven't yet.
No, I mean I'm sure some of them are or have, but there was that one very large holder earlier in this week that was telling everybody to like make generational buys while he was about to get liquidated on the EVM. But I did see he delevered his position earlier this week.
He needed exit liquidity.
Clearly.
Look at Zcash.
Zcash has been ridiculously strong, but I guess it did sell off like 50%.
A little bit. Yeah, I guess, but it's at a big spot here.
Let's answer this question.
No,
29K.
no.
I'll never say something's impossible, but I would
Yeah,
be
I
really
guess.
surprised.
I don't think
I'll tell
so.
you what. If you see Bitcoin trading below like 60, 50K for a sustained period of time, it's not looking good for many, many years.
I feel like my bias for a while has kind of been the lowest that I can see it going is like 40K.
Yeah, wicks are wicks, you know, but
Is this a form, Tucker, or is this
Yes, it's a form. Yeah, it's a form.
okay?
You wanted to be real conservative.
yeah. What's the fun in that?
I know. 32,000 R.
Liquidated or nothing.
50R, not enough.
No.
Actually, it's the same thing.
5,000R.
What the fuck are down to the lows?
I don't know. I look back at Zcash when it's topped and then sold off previously, and the unwinds tend to be pretty aggressive. I think the bull case for Zcash is you form a range like XRP did, but history has shown us when Zcash has topped, it like turbo nukes. It turbo nukes with very few bounces.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that right there. Look at that. Look at that underside bounce that he got then. Kind of where
Look
we're
at
at now. Oh wow. Look at that. Yeah, look at that move to the right. Right there.
This one?
Yeah, I think that's where we're at right now. Yeah.
I am somewhat like interested in buying this coin at some point. I will say that.
Do we think this was just Bitcoin whales exiting Bitcoin and then
I think
funneling
there
through
were
Zcash?
a lot of factors that contributed to that pump. Shorts, perps, fundamentals, probably Bitcoin whales, Solana people exiting into Zcash and then hyping it.
To answer your question, Brad, yeah, we've actually been doing a lot of equities in the Discord, especially over the last year and a half, because just the crypto market's just been really tough. The party's been in the equity market, so yeah, we've been trading equities both ways. So the answer is yes. Just make sure to use my ref link, of course. Oh, I do have a promo code if you guys want it for the Friday enjoyers.
Enjoy yours.
I'll put it in the comment section here.
You know what I am interested in talking about today, guys? QE that wasn't actually QE. You know, that's the whole like, oh, it's QE. It's not actually QE. It's QE. No, like treasuries, right? They're not catching a bid. I find this very interesting when the Fed says they're going to be bidding 40 billion in treasuries a month and TLT can't go higher.
What do you make of that, Tommy?
I make it that they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. They want to bring long end yields down and use that to stimulate the market. But at the same time, the Fed told you that the economy is actually going to be accelerating into next year. So, you know, which is it? Are you cutting because it's really, the conditions are really tight? Financially, maybe. But you can't use the labor market as the reason for cutting anymore because it's clearly whatever is causing it to be strong, whether it's a Fugazi or not, the data is that the economy is accelerating again.
Mhm.
So long end yield should go higher.
It's pretty shocking to me that TLT has been this beaten down for this long. I really thought that we would have put our bottom in. What was the date on that drop? Like the big drop down to, was that 53? End of 24. I really thought that was going to turn into like the low, and we'd kind of move up from that region. I haven't been playing it, but you know, there is a monster long setup on this chart coming at some point. That's what I know for sure. It's just going to be really hard to catch it, I think. But maybe this is it. Maybe you get like your final flush out, and then that's the, you know, the
How do you trade this?
generational shove that people have been trying to
Options?
play for 2 years.
Play
Yeah, I mean,
options on this, Max?
Hmm?
How do you play this?
Right, options.
Options?
Or unless if you're long, it's probably just part of your portfolio, you know.
Right.
Wait, what's the 3x levered one? It's TLT and is it
TMF.
TMF?
Yeah.
You could play some TMF at the right time, but you got to be careful with the levered products, you know.
Yeah.
The TLT structure just looks so fugly to me, man.
Looks like it's gonna technically, right? Descending triangle, lower highs into flat bottom. That could give out. That could trap door, and then that's where you want to long it.
You want to know where tail risk is present in the market? I think this chart right here. If you get a big dump on TLT, liquidity is going to be a freaking mess. And bond vol will go up.
Yeah, I think it will too. Let's look at move.
I was just looking at it, man. I think it's finally ready to start moving up. Low key, I think you could get a spike on this within like two or 3 weeks.
Like ETH BTC.
Yeah.
To me, it looks like D-Vol before October 10th.
Brad, yeah. So I know I saw you asked earlier. So the Discord, we do a morning call every morning before the market open, 9:15 Eastern time. So just about 15 minutes before market open, we do a morning call. There's 4 of the analysts speak on their thoughts on the market. Every analyst up here, as well as the rest that aren't here, have their own alerts channel. So talk about what they're trading, what positions they're taking, what their thoughts are on the market, short, long, whatever that may be. And then we have all the community channels, right, where we have community members that are also great traders. That they give insights and discussions and stuff like that. So that's what you get with the Discord. And I think you also get terminal access, right, Max?
You do. You get premium terminal access. You get like, there's like 30 trading view indicators that you'll get as part of the membership too. It's kind of like you just buy it and you basically get everything that we offer now and will ever offer. So
yeah, you're gonna get a lot more actionable stuff. Because I recognize you. You come on. You've been watching the shows for a long time, but you get a lot more actionable trading information in the Discord. You know, where here it's more of like an overall broad discussion. There you're getting, okay, I'm taking this trade. This is my invalidation. This is my target. You know, stuff like that. So excited to see you in there, bro. Yeah, use that code. You get 50% off. So I think it's a steal.
Are we pumping again or?
Been a little bounce.
I mean, I could see him run it back to, 90, maybe 92 or something at the most, right? This is what I was saying, where like I feel like it's gonna be really, really hard to catch, like with size, the if we break down here trade. because they're just going to keep scamming it until suddenly they decide it's time to let it go.
Yeah.
But I don't think they can BART it much more. They've already done like 5 BARTs in here. I feel like eventually it's just...
Get a little relief bounce out of equities too here. It's around lunchtime. I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah.
The mean reverter. This is the effect that zero DTEs have on the market, though, in my opinion, is you see the just like crazy mean reversion candles.
Yeah.
We have not seen zero DTEs affect the market in the way that Doomers feared, where it was just like the doom loop, where you just like everybody starts to make downside that much worse. It has, for the most part, like suppressed volatility actually, because you do just get like more mean reversion in general. But I don't know. I feel like when like the S&P will probably continue to rebound here, but I kind of feel like the highs are now in.
You know what's interesting, Tommy? You know that US 500 chart you showed me? That trades after hours?
Yes.
That chart actually swept the all-time highs last night.
Oh,
S&P did not.
It did
But
the
US
sweep.
500. Yeah, the US 500 chart swept the all-time high last night and then instantly nuked.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm watching like
Yeah.
68.70 today. I think that's probably
I think
where
this chart is alpha right now. Like, technically, they made an all-time high on the S&P overnight.
Oh, man.
And they swept it by like a tick.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I noticed that last night. I was like, oh, they're actually pushing this thing to all-time highs. And then I woke up in the morning. I was like, oh, sweep and jeet.
such a good saying.
Tesla sweep and jeeted today too.
I think next week will be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Spidey senses are tingling.
Yeah, we saw Rivian had a nice pop today. 17% on the day.
Rivian looks great. Looks amazing, actually. It looks just like Robinhood coming off of its cycle lows to me. Like if you want to be bullish on a small cap, Rivian seems like the most obvious one.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's a nice chart. That's a breakout.
Is it gonna do the MOG?
Clean.
It looks like Hood. It looks a lot like Robinhood. Maybe a little bit more of a vertical accumulation range, but they're very similar.
We're down here somewhere.
I think it's already breaking out. Like it's in the part where it should be breaking out of the range now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think next week could be very volatile. So make sure you do Christmas shopping this weekend, guys.
That was your tell right there, guys.
Yeah.
Let's look at how about like Bitcoin, NASDAQ, or Bitcoin Gold. Let's look at some of those pairs.
They're gonna be real bad.
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin gold is at like 50K. Foreshadowing or dude, these have to be foreshadowing the USD chart.
Yeah, could be.
Like you are right here on the USD.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Just the fact that it can't bounce, man. It can't bounce. Like if you can't get above 93K, I was about to talk about this earlier on the stream, but you know, people always talk about max pain, right? Oh, it'd be max pain if we went to this price and liquidated all of these people. But what you can't forget is that positioning exacerbates trends. Right. There's a reason that trending price action is trending. It's psychological. It's based on positioning. These things are a self-fulfilling prophecy. So in really strong trends, you move away from max pain. I mean, because it makes sense, right? Because most positioning is going to go to reinforcing the trend, right? It's just kind of like that is psychological. Think about a bull trend, right? You just broke out. Oh, well, max pain would be that you liquidate all of these longs, but actually everybody wants to go hop in longs and hop in this impulsive breakout. So it's not going to happen. It's indicative of a really strong trend. If Bitcoin is not able to trade significantly above 93K, it's indicative of a very strong downtrend. If Solana can't take all of this topside liquidity that's just sitting there, like begging to be taken, in if market was ready to range, that liquidity is getting taken. It's getting hunted 100%. In ranges, you see max pain prices play out often. But if a trend is really strong, you're going to gravitate away from max pain.
Yeah, well said.
Hyperliquid's green.
Just got a nice candle higher.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. Why it's like such a pain in the butt to try and short, even when the structure looks so heinous, is that they're buying back their own token.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many other things that you can short that do not do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like shorting BNB, you know? It's like there's just way easier battles. You got to time it really, really right.
It's funny that you bring up BNB, Louis, because I was thinking about this earlier this week. It's like what we're doing with U.S. Treasuries too. Like we are buying our own exchange token effectively. But what happens when you break support is like, okay, well, the bidding already happened. So you're going to have to find somebody else to do it. Have you guys ever thought about it like that? Buying our treasuries is like buying our own exchange token.
Yeah, I guess pretty much. And then we also print our own exchange tokens infinitely.
So, I mean, they probably do that at Binance too. We know how CZ functions. I read this week that CZ made $400 million from Matic in the last bull run. 400 mil.
Wow.
That must be nice.
I know, right?
I unfortunately did not make 400 million last cycle.
I like to trade Matic, but I did not do that well on it.
What does Matic look like? I haven't looked at that chart in years.
It's probably just bleeding to zero perpetually, man.
What is it, bull?
Yeah.
Polygon?
It just exists to be sold at this point.
11, dude. I remember we were looking for 4 cents was the number.
It's playing out slowly but surely. There's still cults behind previous cycle L1s, man. It's really like a sight to behold. And it's why I said on yesterday's stream, you know, people are going to just end up bag holding coins that get delisted to zero because they think they know better than the market.
Yeah.
But I know better than the market. No, I don't know better than the market. You know what L1 has gotten just like absolutely obliterated this year is Sonic.
Oh man,
that
yeah.
I do remember playing in Q1. I thought it would
going lower.
I really thought it would give more of a pump, really, and it's just like Andre is so distractive that he couldn't even let it pump.
That's the story of this cycle, dude. Like we couldn't even get the slightest pumps on anything. I can't pump. Yeah, was that a trap on the Russell, man? That's lethal if it was. That's
just for the record, guys, somebody is coming to pick up my car for maintenance in like 15 minutes. So if I have to dip, that's why.
What's wrong with your car?
Just the brakes need to get like greased. They're a little bit squeaky. Better to do it now.
Put on your own grease, Tommy?
What? Well, no, I think it's a little more complex than that, but
I know.
I've definitely way oversimplified it. I get free maintenance done.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what I haven't seen anybody talk about this week?
what?
Everybody was talking about Japanese yields a week ago, and now nobody is.
yeah.
Are they still going up and to the right?
I have no clue, but I do know that USD JPY looks ready to like explode higher.
What are their yield tickets? JBG or something?
I don't even think you can get like the 2-year yield on TradingView.
Bloomberg Global Japan Large and Mid in GBP.
I agree with this take. It's a horse market.
Fries. That's a cool X name.
All countries.
Hello, Fries. Horse market. Horse market.
Japan 10-year. Oh my.
Whoa.
Oh my. You know what I think is kind of funny? You know what level USD JPY could potentially break out from, like where the swing high was established? 1987.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
I'm sorry I'm making you look at Japanese bond yields, Tucker.
No, it's fine. I need to brush up on my Japanese economics.
Dude, the birth rates there is like insane.
Oh.
Japan?
Yeah, I saw some stat. I don't know the stat, but like people were commenting and being like
Like
that's
it's
like
low, right?
extinction level like birth rates.
Yeah, they're cooked.
Yeah, they're cooked. Can we look at USD JPY, Tucker?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you seeing, Tommy?
Where's the pivot? Here? No. Yeah, basically. Here? Yeah.
Up is bad, right?
I don't even know what's considered bad with this pair anymore. I just imagine like if it's going to be bad if there's a lot of volatility on it, because it's part of a carry trade, right? So you typically want it to be pretty stable. But if you invert like this view, I see something so distinctly. You guys are probably going to see it too.
But invert it?
Yeah. You're going to recognize it immediately.
I feel like it could be a lot of things.
Take log off.
It's not on.
Oh, well, put log on then. Do you see ETH, the last cycle ETH bubble?
The last cycle. Oh, so hang on. This?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I see it. I see it. Yeah. Where are you? Bottomed?
No, I think you are like right before that last move down to 800.
I see.
Fractal looks pretty clean on it too.
Yeah, I like it. AKA, it's gonna go vertical.
Well, even gold and silver had a nice little drop today.
I think gold's going to pull back.
Gold looks topped. Looks like we just hit the high. That was it.
I would like
Silver
to
right
buy
now.
gold
Gold.
at like 3,400 if we could get it. Might be a little bit of a stretch, but
Alt plus I, that inverts it. I did not have that. Do you know that, Tommy?
yeah, that's what I hit usually to invert it.
You don't do this?
That's what I do. Invert scale.
Oh,
I
wait.
usually hit the option I.
Option I, yeah.
I'm too slow to figure all those out.
You learned something new.
Point and click. Old school.
I think I'm going to be a big buyer of the gold dip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Gee, dude.
Like that you see that like but between 2020 to 2023, that structure that gold put in,
Yeah.
that just like, I don't know why my brain is associating it with the DeFi summer bubble for Bitcoin in 2020. But I kind of feel like we're in that resulting uptrend now for gold. So I really think dips are for buying.
Yeah. Max, what are you doing over there?
He's filling. He's getting filled.
I don't know. I'm just structuring some potential trades.
Some puts, eh?
You know.
You shorting Nvidia, Max?
Honestly, I don't know why I didn't add that to my list of shorts.
Hasn't
Still
moved
good if
yet,
I wanted
to
to.
the record.
I know. It's a risky one, but if it hits, it's gonna be glorious.
What? You gonna tell me Robinhood?
No, I'm gonna Tommy.
Robinhood does look. I mean, like I think I was early to that, but it's still gonna play out.
Look at this.
Google.
Parabola
that's like-
broken.
You're shorting the strongest asset. It's
Bigger
bold,
they
Ricky.
are, the harder they fall.
It's bold.
I mean, I don't
Admire
know,
your
man.
boldness.
This looks pretty interesting. They really need to spike it here, or it's gonna come back down at least to here. Apple too, also been strong, but showing signs of potential reversal. I like that weekly candle close we got last week. Big wick here at the extreme.
Somebody was telling me that the level that you will start to see volatility really start to move is if the S&P trades below 6350, which is not close for the record. But that's why, we have seen very like minimal dips in equities despite volatility climbing up to like 25 or 27 at one point. But you'll see both really start to move in tandem aggressively if we clear 6350.
The structure just so similar to the beginning of the year, man.
They are
Look
pretty
this
similar.
And the timing too. It's like around the same time. It's almost identical. And leading into this, Bitcoin was doing the same thing it's doing now. It's dropping like 30+%. It's just like I can't unsee it. No matter how bullish everyone got on that Fed meeting, I'm just like, okay, now what? All the good news is out there. I guess they'll buy T-bills. But I don't know. We'll see.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up for this week. It's pretty slow out there. Yeah, we're basically at time. But all right, guys. Thanks for being here. Greatly appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week. Everybody stay safe out there. Yeah, have a great weekend. All right. For those of you that are in the Discord, we'll be in there all weekend, of course. For the rest of you, we will see you guys Monday. So everybody have a great rest of your day. Stay safe and take care.
Tired of outdated trading tools, confused charts, dozens of tabs, endless stress? You're not alone. Introducing BB Terminal, your all-in-one command center for crypto trading. Track your portfolio, monitor the markets, stay ahead, all in one place. From chaos to clarity, from struggle to success. BB Terminal,